repeating decimals. Okay? Now, everybody work this problem along with me. Okay? So write that on your paper. So I would say 6 goes into 43. Somebody shoot out a number. What's the closest? 7? Okay? 7 times 6 is 42. I bring down my 1. Now, I do not want to make this into a mixed number. Okay? And I don't want to have remainders. So what should I do?
Actually, put a decimal in number.
Very good. Okay? So there's always a decimal, even if you can't see it at the end of every number. Okay? And we want to continue on using decimals. So that's what we've done. All right, so I'm going to add a 0. That's called a terminal 0. And I'm going to bring it down. Now, 6 will go into 10 how many times? Once? Okay? 1 times 6 is 6. And I end up getting 4. Okay? Again, I'm going to add a 0. Bring it down. 6 goes into 40.
6 times.
6 times. Okay, 6 times 6, 36. 4, add a 0, bring it down. What do you notice? 6 goes into 40.
6 times.
6 times. 6 times 6 is 36.
It's just going to keep.
And what's going to keep happening? I'm going to keep getting a 4 as my answer at the bottom. Then I'm going to have to add a 0 and bring it down. And we're going to keep doing 6 over and over and over and over and over. Okay? So I'm going to bring my decimal up. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bar over the number that is repeating. And what is that number that's repeating? 6. So I'm going to put a bar over that, and what this is called is a repetend. Repetend. Write that down. You will need to know that. That is called a repetend bar. Okay? Now, it's very important that that bar just goes over the number that is repeating. I don't put that over the 1 or the 7. I just put it over the one that's repeating. Does everybody understand that? All right. Now, I'm going to go in and do another one because I want you to see what happens when there is more than one number. Okay? So I've got 11 goes into 3.5. All right? So let's work this one out. 11 goes into 35 how many times? 3. 3 times 11, 33. Bring down 2, add a 0. Everything like we were doing. 11 goes into 20. How many times? Once. Very good. I end up getting 9. Bring a 0 down. 11 goes into 90. 8 times. 8 times 11 is 88. I get 2. Bring down a 0. 11 goes into 20.
Twice.
One time. 1 times 11 is 11. And I end up getting 9. Bring down a 0. 11 goes into 90. 8 times. What do you see is happening?
1, 8, 1, 8.
1, 8, 1, 8. So where should I put my repetend bar?
On the 8.
Over what? 8.
The 1, 8.
1 and 8. Because that is what's repeating, and you can just erase that. Okay? Now I'm going to go in and bring my decimal up. So 3.318. And once you put your bar on it, you can erase everything else afterwards. Okay? Because that shows me that it's going to keep saying 1, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8. Over and over and over.
Cool.
All right. I want you, instead of me working the problems on all of them, I'm just going to write the answer. And where would the repetend bar go on this one?
3.
3. Very good. The first one. So I would do that on my paper, and then I would erase them. And that would be my answer. Okay? Try this one. This one's a little bit difficult. Okay?
Actually, do this one on the paper.
Oh. 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7.
Yes. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
That one, you would have had a really long problem on your paper, okay? But soon you will realize, wait a minute, I did a 1 already. Wait a minute, I did a 4 already. Wait a minute, I did a 2 already. And then you realize, okay, this is going to continue this pattern. So what you would do is go,
1.
and then you would erase the rest. Okay? That one is a long repetend, but that's actually what repeats itself over and over and over. All right, try this one.
Like pie.
This is a tricky one.
5, 4.
Where?
We start at the end.
After the decimal.
Very good. After the decimal is where we put the 5, 4. You would not put it here.
Man, you
Okay?
slammed your
You have to at least have your whole number, and then the repetend that follows is what you want to put a line over the numbers that follow. Okay? Does everybody see what we did? Yeah. Even though this one had a 5-4, okay, we want it to be as accurate as possible. So once we had our decimal here and it kept going 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, that's where we would
Does
put
it
it.
have to be after the decimal?
Yes.
Okay.
If it has this here and then it also, yes.
But I mean, like, if there was no decimal and it was just like a really long whole number, would you cross out?
No. Okay, now, sometimes you're going to get this. For example, 5.316, and they're going to put a repetend bar over the 6. Okay? Now, here's what they say to me, though. Round each number to 5 decimal places. We have a problem. It's only 3 decimal places long, right?
Yeah,
Just
but
add
So
two
what would I
sixes.
do?
Just add
Comes
2
after.
sixes.
Yes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would actually go one step further.
Just in case.
Okay? No, I would just keep adding them. The reason why I would do that is because it told me to round. Why would I need this extra number at the end?
because you look at that one once, yeah.
Okay, because we're wanting to stop the number after the 5th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay?
Well, then wouldn't you put a
I
7?
need this number here to round it, right?
Wouldn't you put a 7?
So that's why I would go one step more, so that I would have a number to look at to know that I need to change this to a 7 to round it. Everybody see what I did? So that number is rounded 5 decimal places. All right, try this next one. On your paper, do that one. 5 decimal places.
There is no bar.
Sorry. You're right, Wayne. Thank you.
Oh. Is this it?
Rounded to 5 decimal
5
places.
decimal places. Close. 5 decimal places, round it.
What do I do? I'm close with that one.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd want it to stop here. So you look at this number to the right, and what do you notice? It's 5 or higher. So what happens to this?
Yeah. It goes
Okay.
to, it goes to a,
It goes up 1. And then that's as far as you want your number to go after that 5 places. Okay, so here's what you should have done. You should have written 405 again, okay, because that's what's repeating it. And I would always do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw a line. That's where your number, you want it to stop, okay? Then you're going to look to the number to the right, which is 5 or higher. So what happens to this number? It changes to a 1. Very good. And then I don't need that number anymore. And that's what our answer would be.
Oh, that's what I got.
Good job. Good, Gracie.
oh, that's what I got.
Okay, now. All right, everybody write down this. Oh, actually, let's do the whole problem. I want everybody to perform this problem on your paper. Stop when you've got your repetend bar over it. Jack? Can I go do it?
I'll give you some. For real, you want to do it?
Raise hand. Come on now. you should have gotten. Is that right? Nope, nope, nope. I wrote it wrong.
I think that's right.
Nope.
I only got 360.
Did everybody get that?
Yes. But
That's
I-
what you should
but I
have
stopped
gotten.
and I just put that after
Okay.
I realized.
Once you realize. So where's my Repetim bar go?
Over the first 3 6.
First 3 6. Very good. Now, here's what they tell me to do. Round to the nearest hundredth. Okay. So what is this spot? Tenths. Hundredth. So what am I doing? I'm stopping after that number.
14.
Very good. So then I would look to the right. It is 5 or higher. So this would change to that. Got it? Okay. Good stuff. That is lesson 42.